Welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. So let's continue reading. Reina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Ch.1 was so good at president. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Yeah, I got someone DMing me, but I usually respond with the other computer, so... Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages too. Oh, well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. It was Tomotaki-san. It felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So... Tomotaki-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl? It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young. 'Cause Tomotaki-san let out such a crude laugh. Mion knew what we were talking about without even hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomotaki is quite the catch himself, Huh? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya. Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomotaki-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying under the Watanagashi? Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some bigger reward and become famous. You spent all your best years on photography after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Tomotaki-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomotaki-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomotaki-san? Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. It sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomotaki-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds, but, well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomotaki-san was fairly unique. The Tomotaki-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Probably. Like about that incident, the dismemberment. Oh, you too? If so, you've got good instincts, Ch.1. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You know about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomotaki-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. Ah. Oh. Ah. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Ch.1? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Ch.1? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Reina is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. It'll be great if she's able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head-petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan, after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. Alrighty. Let's see, we got new tips. Community notice. Oh, that'll be great. And I got another achievement. A fate worse than death. Alright, let's go and read the new tip. We got the community notice. Give it a reading. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Number 1, collecting bazaar goods, or bazaar goods. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition. Holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management. Makinos, telephone, I don't even know. Number 2, recruiting Lil Festival drum dancers. The renowned Lil Festival drum dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society, is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any Shobat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi, whatever that is. Number 3, taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki, whatever. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call this number at X blah blah. Kimiyoshi. There is a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. And that's about it. And wow, this is a lot of tips. So we read all of that. Let's save here. Like, yeah, we're done with chapter 5. Let's move on to the 6th chapter. Let's see what we got in here. A few days had passed since the incident. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5-Demon Firefight, and it was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? Mom pulled out an old, dusty yukata. Nah, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing, so I'll just go in my normal clothes. But this is a festival. Wear it, okay? Reina and the others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'll be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Reina and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. It seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes as well. I've never read it though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed a family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be that he's some master painter and I didn't know about it. I wonder who could that be? Keiichi-kun, are you home? Uh-oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Oh my, it's Reina-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Ah, ma'am, he's also been looking out for... Why are you blushing just from meeting my mother? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Reina. Since Reina would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Reina-chan, be sure to look after Keiichi for me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Oh boy. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself, I don't even get that. Then why don't you do it right now? She waved back even as I was dragging her away. Well, this is embarrassing. Okay, Kei-chan. You hungry today? We'll take care of that at these stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities will involve the stalls? Wouldn't have it any other way. Where are Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan is probably with her as well. I see. Alright, let's make some noise today. Yeah! We were already in high spirits with just the 3 of us there. Let's get the motivation face on. Oh boy, that's a nice background for a festival. It was way more lively at the Fruit Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinabizawa. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the village is here. It's not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school, but there's a lot of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all. That's true, I agree. Ah, hello and good evening. These two knew everybody we came across. Of course, I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Reina-chan. Thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. Ah, it was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazama-kun for me, please. Hey, if it isn't Sonozaki Ojo-chan, I'm in charge of a stand again this year, so make sure you come visit. Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members. An upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night. You've got little Missy's seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. As you could imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls. Mi-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men. I think Reina is pretty popular too, being cute and all. That was of course so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. I'm popular with some people. Really? Really? With some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tousling her hair. The stallkeepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them after all. So we're going to mess with them now. Wait, so we're going to mess with them now? I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm going to win it. Oh yes, I'll try too. Hey, you're all very late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san. Oh, my bad. So, where is this lady I've kept waiting? What did you just say? Alright. Satoko was in top form as well. Seems she was all excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. Whoa, Rika-chan. Cute. Oh my lord. Reina let out an elated sigh. It seemed that the real lady had made her appearance. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiichi as well. Woo! Looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute. Gonna take you home. Rika-chan was wearing a shrine maiden outfit. Yup. Reina's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure look like the real deal. Is that a real shrine maiden outfit? My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. My work is only during the finale at the festival. so I can still play for a while. But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin. Alright. It felt good to wander around the festival with just the 5 of us. Mion called everyone over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. Takoyaki eating race. Oh boy. Too much eating contest is gonna hurt my stomach. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go. A standard in vendor stalls, the takoyaki stand. What was especially standard for these kinds of events was the fact that they were simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. It burns. Wow. Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water. My. Eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. They really don't taste good. The stall next to it was a shaved ice stand. Perfect. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved iced this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Oh boy, a fucking brain freeze. Ready? Go! Shaved ice eating race. I can't. As long as you can melt it in a bit with your body heat, then it's so cold. Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It'll melt quickly when it's mixed up. Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head-on was their downfall. Phew. Finished. Damn. Kei-chan is done. But that was too fast. It couldn't be. Keiichi-kun, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? That can't taste very good. Rika-chan the second time. Next to that was another old favorite. A cotton candy stand. Oh yeah, I love cotton candy. The good old days whenever I was at the good old state fair. Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speed eating contest. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? How? On Sotoko's mark, Mion, Sotoko, and I are compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths? 3 seconds. I expected Sotoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I? It won't taste very good. Rika-chan had also crushed it between her hands and stuck it into her mouth. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I think only Reina's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. But it felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eat noodles through the nose contest. Now that's kind of uncomfortable. Or human water pump at the goldfish scoop, at the rate things were going. This old man will probably still win too. I am simply no match for Mion-san when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii topped yakisoba eating contest? What the heck? Shake, shake. Both Sotoko and I shook our heads in unison. Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? Reina's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed like neither Reina nor Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Ugh. Okay, Reina, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then. I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on the festival grounds. Well, that's her favorite thing, obviously. You have 1 minute. That's fine by me. I know exactly what Reina likes. Alright. I think I can win with that. Ready, go. Okay, let's see how this one will go. Oh? Why aren't Keiji-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Mion and Satoko dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were. Could it be you've already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it. Keiji too? Yeah. What is it? What is it? I can't wait. Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Satoko returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head to head like this. It will be the first. Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plan of attack stuffed in their arms. Okay then, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad, you guys, I'm ending this now. This old man brought this. Oh boy. Where did she get those? They were old tin diamond-shaped signs. Pleb curry, snake coil incense, and oronamin seed. How about this? That's very understated. A little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on barbed wire fences. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of that is the cute part? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Reina's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. I shall be up next. It is this. Did she show? It was the hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society's roasted corn stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. Bleep. That was the sound of blood jetting out of Reina's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artistic sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons. Oh ho ho ho. Those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn. I couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything? Did you and Satoko both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Reina. Seeing that, both Mion and Satoko gasped. Oh no! Too late. Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Reina hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? Alright? Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The palms of her hands were covered by her sleeves. She made just a single sound. Mew. Oh, cute. Going to take you home. I completely forgotten that. The plate that I personally had to use. Reina's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her. I expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Lolly, Shrine Maiden, brink of crying, Mew, it was perfect. A simple trip transcended into pure moe. Now this is what you call art. K-chan was a pretty weird definition of art. I'll just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Reina, who was in full cute mode. Now, Keiichi, can you beat me? That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must just be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make. Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Reina, who gave no sign of cancelling out of cute mode, away from Rika-chan. Oh, cute thing. Keiichi-kun, let go. I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for now. Huh? Oh? Something even cuter. But it's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back there. Reina looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. I cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning. This is Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting, yeah. Alright. I guess I'll end it here for now. On a very sudden moment. Let's see. But yeah, let's see what he brings this time. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. See what will happen on the next part. See ya.